Hi, I'm Todd Henderson. Today I want to show you how to install the Gator Evo cover on this 2015 Ford F-150. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've gone ahead and installed the bulkhead seal. What we did first was wipe down the bulkhead with rubbing alcohol, then attach the seal, go from one side of the bed cap all the way to the other bed cap. We're going to take our rail. This is our passenger side rail. We've got a large flat seal here and then a rounded seal on the top. The drain cup is at the very front. We're going to take and set that all the way up against the bed cap and slide it to the bulkhead, making sure it's pressed and bear down against the bulkhead. All right, so you're going to see the word clamp on the spacer. What we're going to do is we're going to take our clamp and this notch on the clamp is going to go into this groove in the rail directly underneath that spacer. We're going to set that in there and we're going to rotate this clamp back behind the bed cap. Now we can hold it in place and draw this together. While we're holding it, it's going to hold the rail right where we need to have it. We use a 1/2-inch ratchet. We're going to tighten that down. When you get it nice and tight, but don't worry about over tightening it. Now we're going to move to our front clamp. We're going to make sure that the seal is even with the top of the bed cap, so we're going to rotate that up if we need to or down. And then this clamp installs the exact same way the middle clamp did. And again, we're going to do the rear clamp the exact same way. We're going to repeat the same process on the opposite side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and attach our drain tube. Now, down at the bottom, I've already made a hole in the liner directly behind this hole. There's a little plastic kick out. I popped that out, made the hole with a little utility knife, and now I can run my tube through there. So I'm just going to run it up through here. That holds it in place real nicely for me. And then I'm going to attach it to the drain cup. Repeat that same process on the opposite side as well. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab the Evo cover. This is exactly the way it comes out of the box. We're going to remove our packing material, and then this short panel right here, this is the panel that's going to be closest to the cab. You just heard it click. It's because it just latched into the rails we installed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this lever, or the latch cable, retract the latches, we can free it from the rail. We're going to rotate it up, and we're going to gently, very gently, lean it up against the cab, making sure not to damage the cab or the cover. All right, so this is your clamp assembly. You're going to start with the clamp with the jaw. We're going to take a carriage bolt that's provided. We're going to drop it through the top. Then on the bottom, we're going to install a flat washer, then a lock washer, and then we're going to take this star knob and get the star knob started on the threads. What we're going to want to do is insert the head of the carriage bolt into this little track. We're going to slide it back and forth in. We're going to turn the clamp to where it faces the rail and then slide it underneath the rail. Once it's slid underneath the rail, we can go ahead and tighten down the star knob. Right now we have not positioned the cover, so we're not going to tighten it down all the way. We're just going to get it in place. We're going to do that on both sides. All right, now we're going to go ahead and close the cover. We're going to line it up on the rails, make sure that it's centered front and back, and make sure that it gives plenty of room for the tailgate to clear. Now that we've got our cover lined up where we want it, we're going to gently fold it up to the cab of the truck. This is best to be done inside the bed. We're going to be very careful not to shift this cover around because it's exactly where we want it. We don't want it to move. We're going to go ahead and tighten down our star knobs on either side. Now we're going to go ahead and install the prop rod. That's just going to go into the tab on the driver's side rail. We'll rotate it in position. Make sure it can rest properly in the hook. We'll test the operation of that. There we go. Now we're going to test the operation of the cover. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.